an alliance that has to meet current needs. Washington looks beyond the Korean Peninsula while maintaining focus on long-standing threats. U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth meeting his counterpart in South Korea, with both acknowledging an increasingly volatile security environment. A joint communique is expected to address key issues, including Seoul stepping up spending on defense. CNA's senior correspondent Lim Yun Suk with this report.
Speaking to reporters on Tuesday, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth said the United States would fully support South Korea's plan to develop nuclear-powered submarines, a project approved earlier by President Donald Trump. South Korea is currently prohibited from reprocessing spent nuclear fuel or using it for military purposes without U.S. consent. Mr. Hegseth said the move would strengthen South Korea's national defense and its alliance with the United States.
Minister Ahn and I discussed practical steps that we can take to modernize the alliance, and I'm greatly encouraged by Minister Ahn's commitment to increase defense spending and to make greater investments in ROK military capabilities. This includes critical missile defense and space capabilities that our forces need to preserve the peace and prevail, God forbid, in war.
South Korea says it expects to be able to launch a nuclear-powered submarine by the mid to late 2030s. But some critics told local media that Washington's real aim in backing the initiative is to use it to upgrade America's shipbuilding industry. President Trump has said the submarine will be built at a Philadelphia shipyard, which analysts say currently lacks the capability for such construction. But they agree that a nuclear-powered submarine would significantly boost Seoul's ability to deter North Korea and counter its growing submarine fleet. Mr. Hegseth also announced plans for U.S. warships to be maintained and repaired in South Korea.
And Minister Ahn and I also discussed strengthening our readiness by energizing our defense industrial cooperation across the alliance. For the first time in history, we agreed to demonstrate the ability to maintain and repair U.S. warships here in Korea, and doing this will harness this country's world-class shipbuilding capabilities.
South Korea's defense minister Ahn Gyu-back also reaffirmed that Seoul would not develop its own nuclear weapons.
한반도 비핵화는 흔들림 없는 약속입니다. 대한민국은 NPT 체제에 가입된 나라로서 핵을 본질적으로 가질 수 없는 나라입니다. 우리가 핵을 가질 수 없기 때문에 미국의 핵과 대한민국의 재래식 무기, 그래서 CNI가 체제가 구축이 된 것으로 이해를 해주시기 바랍니다.
All these moves come as Seoul works to eventually take over wartime operational control of its combined forces from Washington, part of an effort to make the alliance more balanced and more flexible in the face of new regional threats. Meanwhile, North Korea fired multiple artillery rockets about an hour before Mr. Hegseth visited the demilitarized zone on Monday afternoon. According to the Defense Ministry, about 10 rounds were launched into the northern part of the West Sea, also known as the Yellow Sea. Lim Yun Suk, CNA, Seoul.